Good morning, Internet, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. I'm going to start a new playthrough here, but I thought I'd go back to the very beginning. I'll put these coordinates in the description. As you can see, we have geoactive and geodes on Verdant. This is the same map where I built the no space material sour gas boiler. So my goal on this map is to actually get back to that via survival mode. We'll do kind of a brief overview of the map since we've already seen it. And with the coordinates, you guys can give it a try and see what you come up with. Pick some dupes. Digging building is good. Deco morale is nice. Noodle arms is a no. Decreased germ resistance, no, because I know there's going to be a lot of slime and slime lung. Increased athletics is good. Definitely don't want anemic. Wrenching, operating. I don't mind my researchers having a bunch of stuff happening. So try and get through this early game stuff as quick as possible. Let's get the schedule sorted. I hate the shift alarms. Alright, the ladder, get some water going. I think on this, I'm gonna try to see if I can't get most of the room bonuses. I've never actually tried to get them all at once. I mean, a lot of them kind of don't work with each other. Pitch a bump. But like always, first thing on the map is water, bathroom. Oh god, I thought that was a dupe that just fell through there. So I get for trying to do too much stuff at once. Alright, and priorities. Digging, building, researching, operating. Can't remember what else you can do. Oh, ranching. That's alright, I'm not too worried about ranches right now. Work on getting... I haven't even gotten to the aluminum ore yet. I want like a bit more room for water. And increase the construction priority. Now I do leave debug mode turned on so I can go into high-speed mode. Just Alt-Z once you have that enabled. You know, when I'm doing a regular playthrough, I don't pop it up or use it much, but I think on this map I'll probably do an overview, kind of show you what the map looks like since I already know. You can kind of see what we're working towards. Nope, that's the wrong place. And since this is an informed map, you can already start to see we've got our salt biome. There's a couple of slime biomes showing up. And start get cots built. Make sure the bathrooms are working. All right, 3/4 of the way through cycle 1, we're doing all right. No, thimbleweed. Whenever you see thimbleweed like that and some water means that there's probably going to be a steam vent in there. And again, I've seen this map. I actually know there is one. Yeah. But just because you know something's there doesn't mean you're always successful at getting your dupes to get there without killing themselves. One bed. I'm going to try and get the pips to plant all these oxyferns down at the bottom to deal with oxygen. Speaking of which, I should be able to find some algae. so let's pop open the map just so you guys can see while they're building that. This is what we're dealing with. And what you can see on this map is there is no wolframite. There is no ice biome. There's only the cold rust biomes. I'm not going to go and zoom in and show vents and stuff. You can kind of see there's looks like a natural gas up there. But yeah, so this is a map where there is no chance for thermium at all. My only chance will be if space has it, and I have no idea if space does. I'll turn that back off and go back to regular mode. So that's what we're working with. There is not a chance of thermium. Niobium, you can definitely do some high temperature stuff, but not nearly enough. All right, we actually want to get over into some pockets of algae. Probably come down this way. I mean, I'm going to run into slime and I just know it. So let's put in storage place for it till I get some research going. Looks like the biggest pocket of algae is right there. Down to... Let's kind of make a staircase for my dupes to come down. Trying to avoid as much of the slime as possible. Perfect. And I want all of that algae. Alright, so we'll let a lot of this happen and then we will be back. Alright, we got our first dupe or something coming out of the pod. Let's see who we got. Saltwater oxalate. Sootware is just fine. Eventually they'll be tossed in a rocket. I'm going to try to make this playthrough as time efficient for the viewer as I can. So especially during this early game stuff, I will be pausing the video and just letting stuff happen. Any of you who have played the game know that the first few cycles are water, bathroom, cots, research, oxygen, food. And that's pretty much, no matter what map you're on, that's what you've got to do. One thing I wanted to point out is even though on the description for this map, it didn't say a regular oil biome, it has a regular oil biome. And I think a regular oil biome is just one of the most useful things to find on any map because it means you typically get more oil wells or oil wells up at the top, which makes dealing with oil much easier. They're typically slightly cooler than your regular oil biome. Alright, so let's set up to get our pips to do as much useful things as pips can. So we should be at the point where we're about to get some skills. And then we can start digging and getting down to that algae. Yeah, so more digging, more exploring. I'm going to core all this out and dump all the oxyfern down here. I'm making this all non-plantable so that any pips that get in here, I can put all my seeds here and then not have to worry about them planting them all over the place. No, we'll be back in another couple cycles. All right, we're just getting our first set of skills, which means we can now get our advanced research. We're going to put the mess hall up here this time. Usually, if you've seen my other playthroughs, I talk about how 16 to each side makes it all the right size, and then I end up with a nice square base. So try to change up the design a little bit, see what kind of interesting things that comes up with. Right now working on coring down this area, and I think I'm going to go straight into mushroom farming. I mean, there's more than enough slime around. Just got to keep the pips from planting it all. And I should be able to drop the oxyferns down below that. We found some more water, which we can dump in our tank, which was conveniently kind of square-shaped. Over here, we've got a point of interest building, which means I can now pick up slime. We have some oxygen generation, but there's so much oxalate and oxyfern that it's not that big of a deal this early on. Oh, and we've got a saltwater geyser. I actually think I want to turn that off. because I don't want the heat. So I think I will send some dupes in here and just have them build over it. Because I don't need the water, there's plenty around, but I definitely don't want the heat. And there's also sand there, which I know is going to be important. Some maps you're definitely worried about the amount of water, but we can already see on this map tons of polluted water, tons of clean water, even more salt water. We should be good water-wise, but I don't need this going off. But keeping the heat out of the base will definitely come in handy. So let's prioritize that now that we can dig granite. Yeah, you keep saying insufficient generation, but we've got plenty of oxygen. And then once that's turned off, I can come back around for this point of interest building. Let's put them in high-speed mode. Alright, we've got our supercomputer. Oh, I think I built 2 regular research stations. Oops. Supercomputer. That'll just collect in there, that's no problem. Alright, who do we got? That we don't like. I'd like to get a cook. Or maybe a farmer. I mean, you can't do digging, but that's okay. Since I know I want to go into mushrooms, I definitely want a farmer. Alright, come on, build it. Oh, and nobody built themselves into it. We're good. I think this opens up directly underneath there, so I want to make sure I have ladder segments. You can get out of there, right? Okay, good. So now we're going to dig down to this area, and then we'll be back. Alright, looks like we've got another dupe, and our research is done. Did we find a cook? We did. Narcoleptic is annoying, but all I want you to do is cook. So, that could be the fastest cook, but that's going to be their entire job. You into farming. Research-wise, so we've got smart batteries, but we don't really need power for a little bit. I actually think I want the deodorizer because I'm starting to get into some slime. And we also want to pick up bleach stone so we don't end up with a chlorine layer down here. And now I'm going to try and get the pips around here to plant all the oxyfern down here on the bottom. Oxyfern 7. So all those oxyferns I've been digging up around the map, they'll bring down there for me. You, we're going to say fried mushroom. We got into here. I dug that down just so they weren't running through the pool of water anymore. The only downside to a mushroom farm is mushrooms don't like light. All these shine bugs are going to mess with it. So if you like shine bugs, avert your eyes, because we're going to go on a murdering spree. I just don't want them interfering with my mushrooms growing. Oh, and die or just get scared? Now you died. That one you guys got yourselves stuck, but in a stupid place. Alright, we're actually going to cancel these ladder segments and convert them into food tiles. And then we want a place to store the slime, and that will be the mushroom farm. I'm getting rid of all the shine bugs. We don't have to worry about light down here. The oxyferns will get oxygen going up around them, but not actually through this area. So this should end up with a nice layer of carbon dioxide. Turn slime off here. Get a nice layer of water going. Put the priority on the research. Should be enough. And then we can turn off disinfect, because it's just, at some point I might go for a germ killer for it, but I don't really care this early on. Alright, let's start digging up slime. So one mod I did get working again is the deconstruct the point of interest mod. I mean, it's nice getting the resources, but mostly I just want to get the stuff out of the way. Alright, now we can clean up oxygen. Let's focus on making more. How many mushrooms? We haven't found any mushrooms yet. Oh, that we're gonna have to work on. Oh, and this water we can grab. Plenty of slime biome. Yeah, over here is that steam vent. A Vero might break in there and turn that one off as well, because I don't want the heat. I definitely don't want two mouth breathers. Let's grab another pip. So yeah, let's do that. Otherwise, this is all just going to get too hot. And like I said, we don't need the water. Alright, we're going to set that door to one way so they have to wash their hands. And construction. For all these slime biomes, there's actually not a whole lot of algae in them, but should be fine. Okay, and then that'll pour around. And because we made these, and there's that other oil biome, which is great because it means we have access to lead. So we don't even need a metal refinery for a bit. And another vent right there. Well, it looks like we are going to need a triage cart sooner rather than later. Oh, we have an incapacitated dupe. Assigned. Perfect. Oh, we got 2 hurt dupes. It happens. Someone grab them? Yes. Nails, I think you need to be in a cot as well. Alright, good. Stop interrupting. Research is done. We got a whole bunch of hurt dupes. But that's exactly why I'm trying to block this off, so I don't have to worry about it. We probably got some slime lung. Nope, just heat stroke. That's nice. Alright, while those dupes are getting healed, still no fungal spores. Well, let's just dig in and grab these. Oh, more skills. And another dupe. Luck root we don't care about. We don't need another researcher. Apparently we're getting a researcher. Probably a builder then. Hit priorities. Building. Alright, we're running a bit low on food, but I should be able to scavenge enough around the map to get going. Yeah, we got some oxyferns planted. Alright, so I think we'll call that good. So we're just going to seal the rest of the way up and go hunting for some mushrooms. So thanks for watching. We will see you next time as we explore a bit of the map and give all the dupes slime lung.